Dudes, we are back, and today, NFL Fantasy Football 2025 Dynasty League Startup Draft. What can you expect if you're starting a Dynasty League? This can also apply if you're not doing a Dynasty League. You can see what the rankings are going to look like. Some guys that should be rising and falling down the draft boards. Now, we don't have all of the rookies in here. There's no Ashton Jennings, no Ted McMillan. If in Dynasty, man, Ashton Jennings could be a round 1, round 2 type pick. So we are going to miss out on that. So if you want to stay tuned, smash the like and subscribe button, man. I really want to do more fantasy content, so don't miss out, and please help motivate me by doing and dropping a like button. Now, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pick Team 5. It's a snake draft, 12-team PPR. We're going to hop in here, and we're going to see what we can cook up, and I'm going to, if you're doing a Dynasty startup, again, that's the point right here. We're going to have the CPU picking. Again, these rankings are pre-2024 rankings, which is why you can see CMC going number 2. A bit unrealistic. CMC now is probably not maybe like around. I wouldn't even pay a round 4 pick for him now in a Dynasty startup. So he should be falling down draft boards heavily. Now in this case, we get extremely lucky, extremely unrealistic. Honestly, I think in a startup Dynasty league, I think Jamar Chase is definitely the number 1 overall draft pick, 1 of 1, or potentially Justin Jefferson. So Jefferson, Jamar Chase, realistically at the number 5, you're probably going to be looking here at somebody like Amon Ra, somebody like Puka, somebody like Bijan or Jahmyr Gibbs. We luck out, we get Jamar Chase because it's pre-2024 rankings. But that's my thinking right here on this early, round 5 draft pick. Maybe we go ahead and we do this with every single draft pick, because I'm probably just going to tell you who you can expect to get in this situation. So the draft comes back around to us, and you can see it's not a super flex league. But have we seen any quarterbacks go off the board? We haven't seen a single quarterback off the board, and it's trying to push us in that direction, which could actually be something that works out pretty well. Now, Nico Collins could be a pretty solid pick for the future as well. In fact, I think Nico Collins definitely would be the pick to go to right here. Marvin Harrison ahead of Nico Collins. That's pre-2024 rankings. Chris Olave should not be ahead of Nico Collins. It might be smart to go ahead and get a guy like Josh Allen, who has that rushing upside. And Josh Allen, he's 28 years old. He's got a good bit of time left in him. But maybe we can get a guy like Lamar Jackson on the way back around. That's kind of what I'm thinking right here. Especially in the Dynasty League, man, 1 quarterback, you're going to want some skill positions more than anything else. So I'm going to go ahead, man. And the fact that Nico Collins was available right here, it's criminal. So I'm going to have to go ahead. Oh, I thought I got Mahomes. I was tripping. Go ahead and get Nico Collins. And look at it. Jamar Chase, Nico Collins. I mean, hindsight's 20/20. That's why don't look at the actual picks. I'm trying to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. You can see Mahomes, Stroud, and Hurts. Next couple of guys off of the board. If you want to be invited to a draft like this, man, let me know, and we can get a bunch of users in here, and we can have 12 boys doing the redraft. Josh Allen came back around. Realistically, you're not getting Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, and Josh Allen like this. More realistically, I would say the Lamar Jackson might be available. I doubt it. You know what? I think Mahomes would probably be available here. Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen go earlier. CJ Stroud's probably available here. Joe Burrow's probably available here. Jaden Daniels, he's not going to be available. He might. In a 1 quarterback league, I feel like Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, and Lamar Jackson would be the first 3 off of the board. And we'd probably be left with somebody else, one of these guys. We'd probably be left with Jalen Hurts. I'm going to pick Josh Allen just because he's available. But you can go ahead and see my thinking that we'd probably go with a quarterback somewhere earlier rather than later. Now, continuing down on this board, I mean, there's going to be some unrealistic aspects of this, like Brian Thomas Jr. is going to be here. And Brian Thomas Jr., we already saw his breakout season, so I can't go ahead and pick him. So assuming that, who do I think would be available in the 4th round in a Dynasty redraft? We already have our quarterback. We don't need our quarterback. Brock Bowers would be amazing, but he's not going to be available. Kyle Pitts should be down draft boards. T. Higgins, I think T. Higgins is a solid round 4 asset. The only thing that worries me now is we have 0 running backs on our team. And the fact that we have no running backs, not looking good for it. It's kind of a 0 RB type build. But we're going to have to kind of just run with it because it's, we're losing out on some guys. We got to go with T. Higgins. And now we got to go running back heavy in the later rounds as well as tight ends. So let's see what I can cook up there as we come back around on the draft board. Let's go ahead and look at what position tight ends would be. I mean, what tight ends are even available now? We got Mixon at running back, Tight end, we got Hawkins. These guys are old tight ends available later in this draft, as you can expect. I mean, Bowers is not going that late in draft. That's the only problem right there. I mean, maybe we could have went with a guy like Ashton Jenney earlier if he was available. A lot of these guys, their age is a bit of an issue right here. Chase Brown, he might be available in round 4 or 5 of a Dynasty redraft, just because we don't know if the Bengals are going to put the draft capital in somebody to potentially replace him. And Chase Brown might be a kind of guy where I have to kind of go for. He's a bit of a younger guy. I could go with Najee as well. And but beyond that, man, I think Chase Brown might have to unfortunately be our first running back off of the board. I feel like we're chasing upside here, and I don't like doing it. But you know, in this scenario, we need at least one running back off the board. Now we're gonna continue, and I'll do a couple more rounds. I'll go until we get our second running back, until we fill it up. I'm not gonna go with bench spots because I can see right now we're gonna have to do this with real people to get a bit more of a realistic draft than what's actually going on right here. Look at the receivers that fell, man. The receivers are falling. We saw that happening all pre-2024, heading into the 2024 actual drafts. Another running back, man. I mean, I don't want Javonte Williams. It probably have to be Najee. Najee, he's 26. He's going to have 3 or 4 more seasons of being at least a running back 1, running back 2 in an NFL team. You know, I don't know necessarily what his role is going to be. J.K. Dobbins is another guy that's available, and I think J.K. Dobbins will be a faller down the draft boards. I think I'm going to go with Najee Harris, and then on the swing around, I'm probably going to go back and take J.K. Dobbins and call it a day for the running back position. You know, can you expect these guys to be available in 2025? Probably not. And look at the tight end we're going to get. You know, in terms of tight end, I'm going to go ahead and pick just somebody that I think can grow. I mean, Musgrave, Cade Otton. Cade Otton's good enough as a tight end. I mean, these guys aren't going to be available. So I feel like the video was a sell, and we need 11 other users to get in this draft. So I need you to comment down below. Go join the Discord. I'll have a Discord link down below. You go join that up. Follow me on Twitter. You know what? We'll do this. Follow me on Twitter, man. Go follow me on Twitter, and I'll put a post out saying, come join the draft, and we'll do a 2025 draft for a video, and you can see if you can outdraft me, the GOAT. But you can see right here, this is kind of what the approach you want to take in a Dynasty Redraft League. You want to look at age. Jamar Chase is 24, 25. Nico Collins, 25. Josh Allen, he's got at least 8 years left as that Bills quarterback, and he's an MVP. He's probably going to be a round 2 type player. T. Higgins, young wide receiver talent. His future is a bit uncertain with the free agency, but he's a good talent. He's an alpha receiver. Then, since I went heavy on quarterback and wide receivers early, you kind of have to throw darts at running backs. Now, running backs, their careers are shorter than wide receivers and quarterbacks. So when you're looking at rookie redrafts usually get second-round capital, and second-round running backs have a 65% hit rate anyway. So I think rookie redrafts, you can focus on running back, bolster the team, and you kind of want to draft a running back team that's going to be a running back group that'll be good enough for year 1 of your fantasy league. You know, have a 4-year, have a 3 or 4 year mindset for the running back position, and then beyond that, look to the rookie draft to bolster the position there. Smash the like and subscribe button, boys. We'll get more mock drafts as the season gets closer.